Today I'll be doing my discussion four post on the scenario one, talking about Carla Johnson. Pretty much I just read over what the discussion post was about. Miss Carla Johnson wished to begin teaching her high school algebra class online. She has decided that she needs to consider meeting with the students at the beginning of the experiments, and they've had no opportunity to work in an online environment before. What are some of the organization factors that Ms. Carla must consider when preparing to teach at a distance? Uh, One thing is Ms. Carla need to coordinate learning environment involves organizing one part of the instruction and the students. Um, Ms. Carla must also organize her course, make decisions about what technology and methods of instruction to use in her online teaching, and decide how they will conduct office hours for students to ask questions for her online class. Ms. Carla must also think about how the students will work together for group activities or independent online individual assignments. They must also think about different learning styles that the students will have and participate changes for the students with special needs. Students too must organize their own learning, decide what type of learning that they have, and how can they tell her to help them adjust to learning the online class. As a professional, Ms. Carla must set aside time to read course material, to participate in the class discussion, and complete writing assignments. For group activities, the students must find ways to coordinate their schedule with their other group members. All of these coordinations and organizations take a fair amount of time. Some other factors that may go into this, lastly, by following are important questions that must be asked. Needs analyzed, like what are the development of an online course? What are the requirements that the course must fulfill? And is this course for a credit or not for a credit? Is it required or is it elective? How does this fit within the curriculum in your discipline? And what does it need to do? And the next thing that need to be analyzed is audience. Who are the students? Who else is likely to take this course, and what are their backgrounds, prior knowledge, majors, and expectations, and what do they need out of the course? What gaps are likely to have coming to you in this course, and where will the physical be located? What technology do you need to access, or they are used to group work and project work if you plan to use these techniques, and if not, how would these origins then ornate them to these skills? How would you learn about your audience if you aren't sure the answer to some of these questions? And the lastly thing of analyzing is resources. What resources are tools such as conducted additional experience, graphic media, books, reference material, sponsor personnel, and technology tools? What do you draw on in this course? Do you additional resources need to be created or developed, and what kind of technique will you have while this course is running? Them are everything in this post. Pretty much my references are Living S.R. Brule J.C. and Livy J.A. 2000. The T.E. book, Initial Resource Development and Evaluation for Education Reform, coming from the Journal of Computer and Teaching Education, 1611. And Salon Curriculum, Engaging Students Through Electronic Peers. I will also write this at the bottom of my post. That will conclude my discussion 4. Thank you.